downstairs. You see him in the kitchen area. As if it's been a long day and the man just needs a snack. So he takes out some bread. And anyway, just grab him when he can in the kitchen anyway. Just making like a snack for bed kind of thing. You come up behind him.
Erwin.
Yeah.
Can I talk to you for a second?
And he turns around with bread in his mouth. Yes.
Sorry to interrupt your snack. Did you go with them tonight, or were you here?
I went with them.
Okay.
Yes. And they called me in when we got into the most secure part of the building so that we could sweep the place and see if there was anything needed or necessary.
And where did you fight them again?
Oh, so this box, amongst other things, they were in one of the basement rooms, tucked away in a living quarters area.
Here?
No, not here. So we found them to jog your memory.
Yes.
So it's outside of town between us and Ravenloft.
Oh, okay.
And it seems to be a place where a lot of the vampire spawn were holding up as a base of operations.
Okay.
So an underground living quarters, as you might say, with a facade building on top. Anyway, that they had dug out, very large, very spacious, with a lot of vampire spawn.
Okay.
That we had to get through, hence why we lost 2 of our men. And a lot of people were injured, but amongst all the things, this was something we found.
Did you fight any werewolves?
No. No, they were not present.
Okay. Do you trust me?
Well, he puts down his bread and whatnot, and starts to stroke his beard, and he's like, we recently, as in our last conversation, kind of went over this. So
we were talking about the group. Do you trust me? As an individual.
I'll just have to say no. You have traits about you that make it difficult.
Because I'm a werewolf.
Yes, to put it bluntly. And we have never had good dealings with werewolves in the past.
I understand that. So, I know that you can transform into an animal. Do you mind if I ask what you can transform into?
So, that is not really something that I'm at liberty to disclose. Why are you being so forward?
Well, based on a conversation that we had with Jet, when he was under a zone of truth.
Oh, Jet, you say?
Yes, I probably shouldn't have mentioned his name.
No.
I'll keep in mind he was under a zone of truth. It wasn't his choice. He mentioned that he was born into a clutch, which is normally birds. So I'm guessing you are some form of crow or raven.
This is very interesting. So in a zone of truth, you can choose not to speak.
Yes.
And not speak things you don't necessarily want to share.
He did not know that he was in a zone of truth.
Oh.
Well. He did not know.
All right.
It kind of slipped out.
All right.
Please be kind to him.
Okay. Noted.
The reason why I'm asking is... Well, okay. Another question. Were you born like this?
You have... Now, can you get to the root of your question before I may start answering these questions?
I don't trust myself.
Okay. I can see why. Okay.
When we went to the werewolf den, we encountered what I assume is the leader of the den, and he tried to take control of me. I was able to resist that time. However, I don't know how many times my luck will hold out.
Mm.
And I don't want to do something to my friends or to you that would harm the mission of removing Strahd.
Mm. I will tell you that there are different forms of lycanthropy where individuals can take. It's really weird without music. Like, wait, I need my laptop. There's there's different
Forms of lycanthropy.
forms of lycanthropy.
Yes, there are lycanthropies for almost every single animal.
Yes. And all of them have different traits or different requirements, I guess you could say, or different, as in, humans are very different than elves. You have different lifespans, you have different abilities, you have different specialities, things like that. Lycanthropy is very much the same, where werewolves, it seems, have a very deep, telepathic and psychological connection, and more like a connection to either who turned you or who's in your bloodline. Like, there is a deep connection to those you're related to, and oftentimes your will or lack thereof is involved. So
Pause for a second.
So, but different forms of lycanthropy are very different, and so most of them are not as intense as that in that aspect.
Okay.
So you can maybe see why you're a little bit hesitant, because if you found it hard then in the one encounter, how much more difficult could it be in future encounters, depending on the situation. And with all that we're dealing with, if we're in a very critical moment, and if that were to go awry, it could be very bad for us.
I agree.
Here we go. Okay. Yes. So, I understand your hesitation. What do you propose to do about it, though?
Well, you were not at liberty to tell me what you can turn into, what your branch of lycanthropy is. Do you know who can?
Oh, talk about it?
Yes.
Why do you want to know? Is my question.
So, because I have lycanthropy, I feel stronger.
Yes, you have more abilities.
Yes, I feel more powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give that up.
Hmm.
But I don't know if I want to be a werewolf anymore.
Okay. All right.
So, I guess what I'm asking is if you might be willing to turn me into what you are.
Oh, that is a very interesting request that I don't think I've ever received before. So you want the perks without so you want the benefits without the consequences. So you're saying. But so you don't necessarily want to be a werewolf, but you want the benefits of being a lycanthrope. Am I understanding you correctly?
I want you to trust me.
Well, I mean, maybe you weren't a lycanthrope, you'd be a little bit more trustworthy.
Okay.
So are you more wanting me to trust you, or are you more wanting the benefits of being a lycanthrope of some sort?
Both?
Okay. Good to know. Well, um, roll a
Dang it! Okay. You're gonna have
roll a
that.
persuasion check.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh,
I
no.
just got this dice, so I hope it's good.
Here, you want to use this?
Thank you.
Maybe you'll have a little bit better. Wow, those are cool.
Oh, frick. Not good. Not good. Is it persuasion?
Yeah.
9.
9. These are really cool dice. Okay, also can I have you roll an insight check?
Ah, frick.
Just so you can get a beat on maybe what he's thinking.
Okay. Insight? Okay, I'm actually pretty good at that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. 21.
Okay. So you can tell your words were not really convincing to him. It almost seems like to him you're like prying and
Okay.
just a bit, but he doesn't know whether to trust you or not, or if you're trying to gather information for something else or not. Like,
Okay.
he's not quite sure. And so based on what just the questions that you've been asking and what you've given him, he doesn't seem like he really will be giving you the best information or
Okay.
like anything that you really need to know.
Okay.
But he says, well, with me and mine, we are very close, and I would do nothing to harm them in any way. This is why I took a bit of time to make sure that your group was in good standing with us and you had good intentions,
Mm-hmm.
and that you wouldn't do anything to potentially harm me and mine. So I cannot say anything, confirm or deny, or really discuss the topic all that much for fear of putting them at risk. So I will not. But if you do come across individuals who are maybe outside of our group, you might get more information.
Okay. Do you know of anyone?
Well, I'm not going to give you specifics.
Okay.
Because that would be working against my own interests.
Okay.
But it does give me confidence that you're willing to trust me with this, whatever it is. And it is a like garnet red color.
Okay.
It's one of the Ebron shards,
Mm-hmm.
which are easy to find, but have a lot of different variable uses. So I will take that into account.
Okay. Would it help you to trust me if I was not a werewolf?
That would be very helpful, but it seems to me, I don't know a ton about werewolves, but it seems that you've kind of chosen to go that route instead of choosing to fight it, from what I understand.
Yes, because I felt stronger.
It's very tempting.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very tempting.
Let's see if there's
Like,
there's anything like no, okay.
Persuasion?
No. Okay, cool. Okay.
So I know this doesn't answer a lot of your questions. You probably have more questions now than you had before.
Mm-hmm.
But just know I would be very hesitant to do so in your current state.
Okay.
And depending on how you are able to help us out in the near future in getting ready to try and defeat Strahd, that would tell me a lot and build my confidence in you. Or not.
Do you have anything silver on you?
Yes, I have some silver coins, if that's what you're needing.
Do you mind if I borrow one?
Yes, you're a very interesting person, and you have a lot of interesting requests. Are you going to give me anything for this silver coin?
I will give it back to you tomorrow.
Okay, here is my olive branch of trust.
Okay.
And he hands you a
And I take the silver, and it starts to burn.
Yep, it starts like...
I put it on the table. I will give this back to you tomorrow.
Okay. You're like, oh.
Okay, then I take the silver coin and I go up to my room.
Okay. And now you have this, like, this, if you're holding it the whole time, this very, like, deep, like, burnt imprint of the coin in your hand. Okay, are you doing anything else before you go to bed?
Yes, pray.
Okay.
Also, I want to attune to the holy symbol.
Oh, yeah, the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
Yes, I still need the console.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to do the conversation with my prayer now, or is anything gonna happen?
Well, I'm curious to see. No. What I'll have you say the prayer now, and then we'll like maybe open with that later.
I'm just going to reach out. Pelor, I really need some answers right now. Please just let me know that you are there. I'm just gonna kind of reach out like that just to see if I feel anything.
Okay.
While I'm like holding the holy symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel anything?
Okay. So, as you pray and reach out, roll a persuasion check again. You're trying to persuade him to assist you.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. 19.
19. Okay. So, as you are praying and sitting there and you're like holding this holy symbol in your hands, it's almost like the holy symbol becomes fairly warm, very warm, like it's been heated by the sun, and then that warmth starts to spread up your arms and start to envelop you, over your chest, down your back, and you just feel this like, almost like, when you stand out and the sun's rays like kind of hit you.
Yeah.
You don't really, and this is like, it's not like you just are having a hot flash. Like you can tell this is a little bit different.
Yeah.
You don't know exactly what it means. And then it slowly fades and goes away.
Would you be upset if I try to contact Lathander? Because he seems to have an influence on this land. Maybe he would know what was going on, and I don't know how much you talk to him personally.
You kind of get this feeling of familiarity, as if you're thinking of somebody that like you're familiar with, that feeling of familiarity. And I had a tranquil feeling, but not anything that's telling you to maybe don't.
Okay.
So it's more like, I know the guy.
Okay. I hope you won't be upset. Are there any temples to Lathander in Valaki?
Oh.
Any that I've seen?
Yes, he is a more prominent deity here. Okay. So there actually is a cathedral, like actually a big one, a big chapel and whatnot when you first came in, that was on the north side.
Okay. How far of a walk would that be?
Well, from here, halfway across town.
Okay.
So it'd be kind of far. So like a 20-minute walk.
Oh,
25 minutes. you know.
I'm just gonna sleep in tomorrow. I'm gonna walk to the temple.
Okay.
The cathedral.
Okay.
And I'm
so
have the holy symbol, and I'm
right,
gonna try and attune to it as I walk.
Oh, okay. Cool. So, mm,
I am gonna try and like keep it hidden.
okay. So it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. So you'll be successful with that. But so okay. So you you take your walk, and it's fairly late at night at this point. Like you're starting to maybe get into the wee hours in the morning.
Okay.
And like 1 or 2 in the morning.
Okay.
So you get to this cathedral type chapel, and it's kind of similar to the one that you guys ran into in the town of Barovia, but it's got this really tall bell tower and like steeple, and it's probably like 3 times as big, maybe a little bit more. Like it's very big.
Okay.
Now when you get there, there's a like a sign that's been tacked on there that says no services today.
I'm a cleric. I make my own services.
So you just like bypass the sign and like
I'm gonna knock on the door just to let them know I'm coming in, and then I walk in.
You just walk in anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it is open.
Okay, cool. I would hope so.
and it goes. And normally you wouldn't expect anyone here at this hour.
Yeah.
But like chapels normally are open, and the people don't really expect people to be stealing things or whatever. So anyway, so you go in and things look it's very large.
Okay.
Many pews, many tapestries, draperies. There's this big like stone, what is it called?
What is it?
So on the far wall, there's like murals and whatnot, and windows, like almost like the stained glass windows. But there is a section above that it's like stone, but it's I forget what it's called. In sculpture, it's like when it's not a bust. You know how a bust is totally cut out, but when it's like raised, so it's not fully cut out of the stone, but they've chiseled into the stone to create. Like I forget what it's called. Anyway.
Like an effigy?
I don't know. But like somebody it like started to carve out like the sun.
Yeah.
And it's just like out of the wall a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I forget what it's called. But this beautiful like sun sculpture, and this is a temple that people come to worship within there, or any other like light god deities.
Yeah.
So
how bright is it?
So it is nighttime.
Right.
And there are like candles that have remained lit and whatnot around.
Okay.
It's actually fairly dark.
Okay.
Now there are also like braziers that are like kind of in the corners and whatnot that give off a fair amount of light, and so you can kind of see, but it's like campfire light,
Right.
It's not very bright. So
Okay.
So we can easily hide in here.
Okay. Is there anyone in here?
You don't see anyone.
Okay.
There's a big like altar at the front.
Okay.
As well, with a lot of like banners and things. And
okay. I'm gonna go up to the altar. I'm gonna take off my holy symbol. I assume I can still be attuned to it and take it off, right? Okay, cool. I'm gonna put it on the altar and using the holy symbol because I have attuned to it now, right? Okay, cool. I am going to spend 5 charges and cast sunlight on the holy symbol and put it on the altar.
Okay. Alright, hold on, let me see. Let me just double check my stuff.
Okay.
Let's see.
So that's 10 charges.
Yeah. I just forget about the replenishment of said charges.
It's 1d6 plus 4 every dawn.
Oh, I'm happy you know.
Well, I looked it
Oh,
up myself.
okay. Got it. Daily. Okay. So that makes sense.
Yes.
I see what you did there. Okay. So. Oh, got it. Bright light in a 30-foot radius.
Dim light in another 30-foot radius.
Okay.
Actually, no.
And the light.
No, actually, never mind. Yeah.
And lasts for 10 minutes. Okay. So, so you're presenting. Okay. So the holy symbol of Ravenkind is the one where the light is coming from. So
Yes.
it's like the source of the light.
Yes.
So you you expel the charges, and it is so bright now. You can only imagine people outside.
Yeah.
If there is anyone outside, is like they're saying, oh, like from the from this cathedral. Okay. Are you praying? Are
yes.
You like, okay,
I'm gonna put the holy symbol on the altar.
And
I'm gonna kneel at the altar and be like, okay, Lathander, you seem to be a prominent deity in this area, so you probably would have more answers. I need advice on what to do next. I know you are not technically my deity, but I would still love answers, and it seems like Pelor is at least kind of familiar with you, so hopefully you would be more willing to answer. Do I know, was the holy symbol made, like, for the deity of Lathander? Because I don't think it was made by him.
No. I know who it's made by. I do not believe so.
Okay.
I do not believe so, but
Okay.
it is something very akin. I imagine it'd be very. I mean, roll a religion check.
Okay.
Actually, for me.
Am I good in that? I hope so. Oh gosh, not really.
Oh, I'm like, hopefully you're a cleric.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm proficient in it, but my intelligence is awful.
Oh my gosh.
That would be a natural 20.
Okay.
So yes, I am very good at it.
Okay. So from your stellar understanding, and I guess would you have? Okay, so from what you understand in your amazing religious endeavors, is that like, yes, things can be made for specific deities and whatnot, but all deities have like a things they care about most, you know. And if you're fulfilling that, it doesn't even matter where you got the stuff from, you know? It's more the purpose. So at least the good ones, the lawful good, you know, deities and whatnot, they care more about your intentions.
Right. Well, I mean, if this holy symbol was made for him, maybe you would have a more personal connection with it.
True. Or if it was like somebody who maybe owned it, you know, like was very close to this deity, or like served this deity for a long time, or, you know, if there is a personal history. Now this one is very, very old. And kind of is Hold on. Oh, it doesn't hit me. So if this would date back to the grandfathers of deities. Like a while. Like, you know how the planes, I feel like, no, I know, I've read the lore, but I have forgotten.
Yeah.
When, like, there was, like, a shattering and restructuring
Yes.
of the planes, like, that old.
Okay.
Like, old.
Ancient.
When deities, like, or at least the beginnings of it, like, the intent behind it, like,
Yeah.
it's from that era of time where deities were having to like figure out where the heck everything still is and who's over what, and anyway, and a time of like rebirth of who's over what, who's doing what, relation to whom, before deities had their wars and their we're actually going to kill these other deities for good, and then there are a lot of fresh new deities came up and then liches became a thing anyway.
Yeah.
And so like,
so this was like before Lathander.
It possibly even
Okay.
before Lathander, like it is old, but it is a very powerful relic, and it's it may have like changed form and whatnot over time, but the magic bound in it has been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So multiple repairs, but
yeah.
Anyway, but the core of it has been around for a long time.
Okay.
So you, the light, also, I already had to do that. So as you're like praying and whatnot, it almost seems like the sun above you in the stone, so it starts to be outlined in like this silver light,
Mm-hmm.
as if someone's drawing like light on the outside of this sun.
Okay.
And when it finishes, then it almost like comes to life almost, and shines brightly. Now remind me again what you're asking.
Advice. I forgot what I asked. Any advice?
Like what you like need to do.
What do I need to do?
Avoid.
Yeah.
Like how can we be more successful, kind of thing.
Basically, yes. Do I sense hesitation?
No.
Okay.
I'm just trying to decide how or if or whatever like he would want to communicate and exactly what. So you start to hear around you as if there's like people, almost like you've kind of been put, like, yes, you're in the same place, but it's almost as if the sound around you going from like utter quiet, now you're hearing like people's voices, and almost as if you've been dropped in the middle of town, even though it's not the middle of town.
Yeah.
But you can hear people talking and excited voices of people talking about like, we did it, like we're free, and people talking about their futures and what they want to do, and rebuilding here, and these people want to get married, and these people are going to start a farm on the outskirts of so and there's so many people talking, and you kind of get this sense of like, this is what Rovia would be like without this oppressive force, um, of Strahd over the land. Like it's almost like you've been placed in a moment in the future of when people realize they're free and their excitement, and their plans and everything. And you get to just have this moment. It doesn't last too long. Then it kind of slowly fades. Do you want to ask any other questions?
Okay, so kill him. We were kind of already knew that. How would it be best for us to gain experience? Because I don't feel like our group is ready.
So, you kind of are similar thing. You start to hear the clamor and clash of like swords, metal against metal, and you like smell like burnt sulfur and deep wood and steel and just like the odors of like combat and things you might encounter when fighting with some enemy or foe. But kind of hearing that now, this one you also hear. It sounds like there are a lot of people. Not just like you and one enemy. It seems like it's a big fight.
Yeah.
Amongst a lot of people, and you, a multitude of different sounds, animal noises, humans shouting, steel on steel, like fire explosions, things like that, and that lasts for a bit, and then slowly fades.
Okay. How long do I still have for the 10 minutes?
Oh, it's only been a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Like 3 minutes.
Okay. So the giant raven that delivered this holy symbol to
I have it.
Ludna? Ludna?
Ludana.
Ludana? Okay.
Yep. The one that I keep thinking is lasagna.
Ludana.
Ludana.
Yeah.
Yes.
Was she related to the ravens that are watching us now? And by that I mean the were ravens.
You're asking if she's related?
Like, was she the predecessor? Was she just one of them?
You start to smell like a pot cooking and hear like the warm murmurs of like people in hearth, like in like a tavern inn, like you kind of get the sense of like closeness and hearth and home kind of thing. And it almost like smells a little bit like the wolf steaks that they make at the Blue Water Inn.
Okay.
And you hear some bellowing voices in the background and some guffawed laughter. And you kind of do get a sense that they're related, that they are of the same family.
Okay.
Per se, of family.
Okay. Is she still alive? The giant raven? Well, sorry, that's in my prayer. Is she still alive?
The giant raven or Ludana?
The giant raven. Actually, both. I assume not, because it was a long time ago, but If by some chance are either of them still alive?
So, you get this, this, not a crazy putrid scent, but like when you, decay,
Okay, so I'm guessing
death
no.
and decay, you know.
Okay, I'm guessing that's a no.
I'm guessing that's a no.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you open a crypt?
Yeah. Were either of them buried? Are their bodies still around?
Great question.
Luna probably doesn't even know who the giant raven was.
The smell of death and decay remains. But then is like, it's almost like a breeze comes by and removes that smell, and you get this like sweet scent of like flowers and new grass and then almost like another breeze comes by and you smell like fire, burnt wood, things like that. It again changes, and then you can almost smell like the wet stone, and then again changes back to the scent of new grass, flowers, things of that nature, as if a lot of time has passed.
Mm-hmm.
And things keep changing,
Mm-hmm.
and things were are always being replenished with the new.
Yeah. Okay. But that doesn't tell me like where they are or anything. Okay. Okay. Unless they were reincarnated. Like, what's her name was? Tatiana.
True. This was this before Strahd, after Strahd? We don't know yet.
Yeah.
So
I will ask, was this holy symbol delivered before Strahd or after? I'm guessing after.
So you so all of that's faded, and then you start to smell like an old library with like old books,
Mm-hmm.
and dust, like books that have a lot of dust.
Okay. Well, we know Strahd was here for a long time. But I'm guessing it was before. So their spirits might have moved on.
Lots of dust.
Yeah. I'm guessing it was before. Especially... Well, yeah, because the breaking of the plains was not, like, only a couple thousand years ago. It was a long time ago. Okay, so yeah, it was before. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm guessing they're not here. Cool. So, I'm guessing Wait, so that means that the Were Ravens predate Strahd. Okay. Should I... Okay. I know I need to help out the ravens that are here. Should I continue to try becoming one of them or not?
So, you suddenly feel like a lot of air, like coming through the hall. And you almost like, get this sense of weightlessness, as if you're slightly like maybe falling, or flying or something like that. And for a little bit, it almost like takes you for a ride, where with the wind blowing and everything, and with this sense of weightlessness, it's like you're almost like coasting through the air. And it's definitely not anything that you've really experienced unless you were falling intense,
Yeah.
heights. So for you, it's a very interesting experience, and I don't know if you like the experience of floating or not.
Yeah.
But it is a very exhilarating experience, and you almost get this intense feeling of freedom, and of being on top of the world per se, and just effortless movement and control over your next direction, your next destiny, kind of thing.
So I'm guessing that's a yes. Okay. I'm guessing the 10 minutes is just about up. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to mention you can probably ask one, max 2 questions.
Okay. This is for both Pelor and Lathander. Should I remove the curse that I have right now? Should I stop becoming a werewolf? Or should I remove the curse of lycanthropy that I have right now?
You don't sense anything for a little bit, and you almost wonder, did they not hear me? And then you it starts out very slight in the beginning, but you get the irony smell of blood in your nose, and you can kind of taste it in your mouth. It's not like intense.
Yeah.
But you can definitely tell it's there, for a moment, before it slowly fades.
I'm guessing it's yes.
These are up to this. I'm just telling you what you're experiencing. You can take whatever you want from them.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I'm gonna guess that's a yes. Okay. I'm guessing the 10 minutes is up.
You could maybe squeeze in an extra one if you're like, listen. If you wanted to, or you can leave it.
Who is the leader of the Were Ravens, and how can I have them trust me? I just kind of blurt that out.
And then as the light kind of like starts fading and like pulling in, you get this waft of wine.
What?
And then it goes and fades.
Oh! So the Wizard of Wine, I'm guessing, is the leader of the Were Ravens.
You just get one little wine and then
is the light around the sun on the wall?
That like after it goes, that's one of the last remaining things that like almost seems like sink back in and just
Okay.
fade.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Then I pick up the holy symbol. And I go back and go to bed.
Okay, now as you exit the
No.
temple, there are two guards outside. That one turns to you and says, "You there? What in Deer's name happened?" And you notice there's like other heads poking out, like, you know, from like, yeah. So as they're all like poised already, like, as if something happened, and everyone's like, ah.
Well, I had a prayer that needed answered.
You had a prayer that needed answering.
Yes.
Was the light you?
Partly.
Okay. Hold on. And he points to his compatriot and he like skirts past you and like opens the door and like he scurries in.
Well, it's gone now.
And he like kind of looks around and it's like, he runs to like the altar and like checks. And like moves to the pews. You know, like. And the one outside with you kind of like waits patiently. Looking at you like.
Yeah. I'm going to watch the one inside to make sure he doesn't wreck anything.
Yeah, and he like, you know, puts things back, whatever, like checking behind the banister, and like, and then he turns back and says, "All clear, nothing amiss." And the guy outside with you is, it just says, "So, you're a magic user, yes?
I am a cleric.
Yes.
Yes.
You are not from here.
No.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
My name is Cyrus. I am here to help.
With what?
With your problem.
Yes, so the bones that were taken from here 2 days ago, you know where they are?
Wait. What bones?
They were stolen from this cathedral, and they were, according to the believers, holy bones that kept this place safe. And now that they're not here, there's whisperings, like, the believers, again, are whispering, I don't necessarily believe, but that now something bad could happen. Can you hand me my, not that one, yeah, that one, yes.
Wait. What? Okay, hang on. This is me. What happened 2 days ago, game time?
You don't, that's a good question. You were, what happened 2 days ago, game time? Because 1 day ago, game time, you came back. Were you at the Wolf's Den 2 days ago? No.
Were we
Where
at
were you
Kretsk?
before that? Hold on. Oh, you did go to Krez.
We were in Kretsk?
Because you guys dropped the kids off.
Uh-huh.
And then you went back to Valaki.
Uh-huh. We teleported.
Yes.
And then I think the next day was the thing at the Madame Davenet's castle.
Yes.
Or that was today.
You were invited to dinner.
Yes, that was today.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, so that was today. Yesterday we were at Kretsk. The day before...
Was it the wines?
No, I don't think so. I think that was a few days before. Because we went to the wines and we came back.
Where's Madeline when you need her?
No, right?
It would take me so long. Okay,
When did we take a long rest?
so obviously you took a long rest. So, because you came back and you talked to Erwin.
Oh, and then
make
we took a long
plans,
rest.
And you took a long rest.
Uh-huh.
And then you had the day and you went to
Uh-huh.
Madame Davenet's.
Uh-huh.
But the last time you took a long rest was at the wines before you went to Kresk.
Really?
That's what I thought.
That was right after I became a werewolf. I know. I feel like we were in Valaki again, and then we went to the.
What were you doing in Valaki then?
I don't remember. Was that when we picked up Tyr?
Literally.
Wait, was Tyr with us at the Wizard of Wine? I don't think so.
Yeah, Tyr the tiger. Yeah,
No,
she jumped in the window.
No, Tyr.
Oh, Tyrwall.
Yes.
Tyrwall.
Oh, Tyrwall. Yeah.
So Tyrwall, you picked up Tyrwall before you went to the Wizard of Wines.
How long has he been with us?
A couple days. So like you picked him up. So you guys were.
I think we were here for the celebration.
Oh, that was 2 weeks ago. How long did it take you? Oh shoot.
What was 2 days ago?
Because you went from Valaki, you traveled to the Wizard of Wines, took a couple days or whatever, and then did the Wizard of Wines, and didn't you go to the
and then
castle?
we had to ride because we didn't have the map.
That's right. That's where you got the things.
No. I think we rode back.
No, you did. You got
because I thought we got them at what's her name, the blind girl.
No, I thought you got them from.
Was it? From
No, you got them from Erwin. I thought.
What?
Erwin or the no? I'm pretty sure you got them at the Wizard of Wines. After you helped them, and it was kind of like a thank you.
Okay, cool. Okay, was that a couple days ago?
Where did you go first? Did you go to Krask? I think you went to Krask. And then you went to the gazebo. And then you went back. Where did you guys go after that?
I think it was the second time that we went to Krask.
Oh,
I think that was a couple days ago. I think.
You went back. Where did you go after that? You guys got the sword. Went back to the thingy. Went to Valaki. What did you do? Oh, it was for the first festival? That was for the first festival. That was a week later.
So you mean the second festival?
You've only been one. Oh no, that was the first time you were in Valaki. Okay, so you went back to Valaki. What did you do in Valaki then?
I don't know.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Okay, anyway, no, I did not steal the bones from the cathedral. I didn't know that there were bones here or that they were missing.
I'm pretty sure it was Wizard of Wines.
Yeah?
It was 2 days ago. I'm pretty sure.
Wow, that was right after I became a werewolf. I chose to be a werewolf.
I'm just saying. I don't know. What?
Yes, because I was still thinking about it the first time we were in Valaki. And then we picked up Tyr, and then we went to the Wizard of Wine, and I did the thing, and then we came back. Okay,
I'm pretty sure, but we can double check with Madeline.
Yeah. Well, I can check later. Okay.
Wait, your question? What was your question?
He had a question for me. He was asking if I knew about the bones that were missing.
Yes, that's what it was. Got it. Okay.
No, I don't know anything about the bones that were missing. Who did they belong to?
Oh, jeez. It's this one. Let's see. Hold on. Ah, here we go. Okay. They were the bones of Saint Andral. They were sealed in the altar.
Were they in a box, perchance?
I don't know. I didn't ever see them.
Okay.
But someone broke in a couple nights ago and stole them. And now everyone is all up in arms about these stolen bones and how we can now be, taken over by the darkness and the, Dark One's minions.
Okay.
We've interrogated the young boy thoroughly, who works here.
How many people work here?
He stole them. Really, it's only the.
What about the clerics you have here?
There's only very few.
Okay.
So we have the main priest, and his helpful boy and 2 other, I don't know if I'd call them clerics, but just
Okay.
priests in training.
Okay. Clerics in training, sure. Okay. What means of interrogation have you used? Have you used any magic?
Do we need to use these on you? Do you know where they are? You said you're here to help us with the problem.
Yes. I don't have enough energy to cast any spells today. So, can you gather the head priest and his helper, I guess? Well, yes, actually get him. And the 2 clerics in training. Can you gather them and meet me here tomorrow?
And your name is?
Cyrus.
And why do I care about you bossing me around? You're not my boss.
I am not your boss, but I can get the answers from them.
Roll persuasion check.
Oh, frick.
Unless you're trying to deceive, and then you can do a deception
Well, no, because
check.
I know Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Oh, okay. 16.
Okay. So he kind of looks at you and is like, "It's late. You're not. Why are you bossing me around? You nobody.
It's late. Why are you here?
But then, no. That's what he's thinking.
I know.
But he kind of sees you, sees your holy symbol, like, and is like, you can almost see him just like give up and like, I'm too tired for this. He's like, fine.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, after the festival,
After the festival.
we can meet you here, and yes, you can help us get them back.
Okay. Well, maybe not get them back, but I will at least ask them. And
Okay.
they will answer truthfully.
All right. I don't know what else that will do, but maybe it'll get us somewhere. So,
Okay.
all right. You, sir, you have a good night. What's your
Good
name?
night. Cyrus?
Thank you, Mr. Cyrus. See you tomorrow.
I will see you tomorrow.
And he like takes his, like almost like he's gonna take a post outside of the cathedral.
Okay.
And he like watches you as you
Okay,
like
cool.
walk away. And you make it back to the blue water. You do see people's faces,
Okay, cool.
out like their windows,
Yeah.
and whatnot, and some whisperings here and there. But it's like 1 a.m, and so
Yeah.
everybody's like, you don't get disturbed on your way out. The rest of your trip back, you make it back to the blue water, and it is very quiet, and you go up to your guys' rooms, and everybody is conked out.
Is there anyone that's still injured?
So it looks like a lot of them have been removed.
Okay.
Definitely from this main area, and
Okay.
they all are either upstairs in separate bedrooms,
Okay.
or they are lodged somewhere else. Like there's
Okay.
there's actually nobody down here in this main
Okay, cool.
area.
Cool.
So,
I'll just go up and go to bed.
awesome. So nothing else you want to do before you go to bed?
No.
Cool.
Who
Awesome.
am I sharing a room with again?
I believe you're sharing because it was Saphira and Susan, and then it was Tyrell, Janica. Oh, I think.
Am I sharing a room with Tyr?
I think you're with Susan and Saphira.
Okay. Okay, that's almost just as bad.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I am gonna put the silver coin under my bed,
Okay.
and then I guess we can do this next time, but I kind of want to do it now. When I wake up, I'm going to do remove curse on myself
Oh, okay.
and remove myself, or remove lycanthropy from myself.
Okay. Okay. Cool. We will discuss that